Hi, my name is Zach Fisher, and welcome to another one of my weekly videos. And today I'm going to be talking about the very basics of virtualization. And I'm going to be drawing a little bit of an analogy to money. Everyone's probably familiar with money, but maybe not how it used to be used versus how it is used today. Back in the day, if a bank wanted to lend out money, they would have to lend out the exact amount of money that they had. So if a bank had $5,000, you would have to physically go to the bank, get the get the amount of money that you need, and if the bank didn't have it, you wouldn't be able to get that amount of money. So if somebody needed $2,000 and another person needed $1,000, the bank could give it, and they'd need a certain amount of money as reserve space in case their existing customers wanted to get their money back. So this is the traditional way that banks would give out money. Fast forward many years through many evolutions to today. Today, there is a very small amount of reserve space. Say $1,000. And people take out credit and banks do not have to have all of the credit that is given out to their customers. So if Bobby wants to start a business and Bobby is going to do accounting work and he needs $3,000 for accounting, the bank can loan him $3,000 even though it doesn't necessarily have that amount of money, that full amount of money. Say Julie wants to start a business, and Julie's business is going to be keeping track of healthcare records. Well, Julie needs another $5,000. Well, the bank can give out that amount of money. Say Jim needs another $2,000 and he needs it in wherever on a credit card. So he wants to be able to move his money around and use it in France, in Germany, in California. He can do that because of the way that the money system works today. And this is based on credit. Okay. Now, in the past, if your computers have a certain amount of resources. Computers have memory, computers have storage, and computers have network. They've got three resources. Here's your storage. Here is your memory. It's like a stick of memory. And then here is your CPU. Say you have a total of 5,000 units of these things. In the past, you could only give out a certain amount of those resources. Well, fast forward to virtualization technology, much like credit, in the past, when you had banks and you had the traditional, the same thing as this traditional um, store compute model, you could only give out that amount of money. So if somebody wanted to start their own accounting firm and somebody else wanted to keep track of medical records, they could give out that amount of money to do that. Well, nowadays with credit, much like with virtualization, computers can give out more than they actually have. So what this enables us to do is give out certain amount of money for the accounting software that's being used, or a certain amount of resources for the accounting software that's being used, a certain amount of resources for the medical um, medical manager software that's being used, and then a certain amount of money that's being used for all around the world for different applications that need to be moved from site to site to site. So what virtualization enables us to do is it enables us to give out more resources than we have. So the applications think that they have more resources than they actually do. And this enables us to consolidate more applications onto a single server, enabling us to be much more efficient as an economy of applications. So businesses have a lot of internal applications that are required to run their business, like accounting software, like medical device software, like big industrial equipment software, all kinds of critical software for businesses to run their applications. And that's why we have um, large IT environments within companies. And virtualization has been extremely important because not only does it allow us to consolidate, put more applications on a single server, but it also allows us, because what we're doing is we don't have the physical money anymore. We have the virtual money. It enables us the virtual resources, physical resources, virtual resources. It allows us to move these virtual resources around. So there is no more limit on the location of the resources, or there's a softer limit on the amount of resources that need to be used by that can be used that can be utilized by a single server. So more applications can run on a single server. That's the basics of why we use virtualization and what virtualization is. It's really used to consolidate resources and provide mobility of resources um, in the modern compute era. My name is Zach Fisher. Like, subscribe, and comment, please. Thanks.